Howdy. So I've been seeing a bunch of people saying that this league's hard to make money in. So I'm going to show what I think is the most consistent Atlas strategy. It's really consistent money. Delirium's probably the easiest league to make money in a long time since like Legion, I'd say. So for starters, just make sure you have all of your watchstones completed. That's the first step. Do that first, and then if you have that done, get a couple like 5, 10, tier 14 plus maps. It doesn't matter which map, and then set your atlas up like mine. So you have watchstones in turns end, and Valdo's rest. So the reason you do this is, also you have to get your all your favorites, or at least on these two completed, all your favorite slots. So finish all the awakening bonuses for the non-unique maps in these areas, and then plug these in. Select burials as your favorite here, and then select tropical island as your favorite here. You're going to be running, so it depends on how much currency you have. Burial Chambers is the best map to be running right now by far, because Doctors are 20x and Scarabs are pretty cheap, and also Malagaros are like 3x right now clean, so Burials drops the Malagaros Virtuosity Gloves too. And then people are also running Tropical Island because it gives a ton of splinters, more than any other map it seems like. So the reason we're doing these two is if you're broke and you're having a hard time grinding currency just early on, you're going to buy, if you have one Exalt, you can buy it in Chaos if you need to, but you're going to buy a Gilded Cartography Scarab. These are really cheap, like if you buy an Exalt price, I think it's like 8 or 9 per. If you buy Chaos, it can get cheaper. This is just faster to do it this way. And then you're going to run your other maps until you have some Tropical Islands built up. You're going to hang on to the burials for right now. Unless you have enough money to juice the burials, it's not really worth it to run, because they're like 15 to 20 C per map. And if you run it, that's what you're paying, like off the top, just to run it. So you kind of have to juice it to get your money out of it, with like other like Legion and Divination Scarabs and other stuff. But for starters, if you don't have a ton of currency to invest in juicing your maps quite yet, just make sure you buy these, and then you have your atlas set up like mine. So the favorites, so tropical and burials, are more likely to drop. You plug this into a tropical. You're going to run tropical islands first. This search got messed up. What did I do wrong? Burial Chambers tier 9. That's why. Burial Chambers tier 14. So the reason we're doing this is because it's really consistent and RNG proof. A lot of like money atlas strats I've seen they're kind of high, like a lot of margin for error. You can screw a lot of stuff up. So with this, these are new trades. Usually they stick around. They've been around 7 to 8 burials per Exalt in the last couple days. They're kind of going down now. I think people are realizing how crazy expensive these are. So what you're going to do is you're going to run tropicals over and over again. You're going to chisel it and alk it and juice it up a little bit. I'd recommend doing sextants if you can afford it. And then you're going to make a lot of money off the splinters there. You get 30 or 40 splinters per map. So that's going to make you about an Exalt to 2 Exalts per hour, depending on how fast you map. And that's just from splinters. That's passive income. That's not counting any like Exalt drops or other currency drops or whatever. So make sure you're sextanting and then putting in a Gilded Cartography Scarab. You're going to super over sustain on tropicals, and you're also going to be dropping burials with it. You get the burials, sell them 8 to an Exalt. That pays for the next 15 of the Gilded Cartography Scarabs, and the Simulcrims are 125 right now. So if you're dropping 30 or 40 splinters per tropical island, you should be getting more. But if you're having trouble finishing the fog for right now, then you're still making 30, 40 splinters a map. That's 10, 15 C per map on top of the other map drops. So if you're going to be sustaining tropicals. So if you drop one tropical, then you've sustained that map's cost. Splinters becomes profit for the Simulcrim splinters. And then if you drop another tropical or you drop burials, you've profited 15 to 20 C per map. And I've been doing this for a couple days. I've been doing it on burials, and I've been juicing it a little harder. I've just been throwing a Legion in there. I've been doing it for burials. Oh, burial. I have this many burials. Like I started off with 5. I think now I have close to 60 or 70, counting both my map tabs. And I started off with 5 or 6, just doing Gilded Cartographies because they're so cheap. And then I've been doing Terrace because I like Terrace more than tropicals, but I have a bunch of terraces too. These could be tropicals if I had it done correctly before. So if these were tropicals, that's like, I don't know, 8 to 10x in burials and tropicals alone. If I had done it that way, which is what you should do if you're looking to get money out of it. I just want terraces more than I want money right now. And then make sure you're sextanting it for additional mobs, like rare mobs or additional mobs that heal or additional mobs that deal lightning, chaos, fire, whatever. Load it up with those. Chisel, Alkit to 85 plus Quan is what I do, and then spam Tropical Islands over and over again. If you use the Gilded Cartography Scarabs, you will profit in just maps, and also not counting all the other drops. That's the most consistent RNG proof way that I found. If this gets outdated, I'll post a pinned comment or something. And if you have questions, I do stream. That's in the description too. You can pop into Twitch and ask me questions about making money this way. But it's super consistent. I've made a ton of money doing this, and I think it's probably the strongest, most consistent way to get income right now. Because a lot of people are doing doctor drops, and that can take forever. And if you don't have the currency to invest in it, it can get tricky. So this is consistent. You don't need a lot of money to get it started, and it's really fast. Like compared to how safe it is, you can get a lot of money doing this. So thanks for watching. Again, if this changes, I'll post a pinned comment so you guys don't waste time doing this and it's not profitable anymore. Thanks. Later.